Would you feel safer or shut out? The state says it's the rule. Parents say they're not backing down. Some parents. Some say they are sending a phone anyway. All right, let me read you some of the comments, and then we're gonna get into the topic. And I want to hear, see you live as I'm going to the comments. I'm having a little trouble here. Shuki says it's gonna take some getting used to, and there are logistics not in play or being considered, but the overarching need of safeguarding growth and development trumps comfort. Ani talks about JJ one time. This grown woman heard a rumor that JJ said something about her niece, and she came in the school and into his classroom and did not get stopped. And JJ had to use his cell phone to call his mother because school wouldn't even allow him to call. So I get it. Sabrina Coleman says they don't need something happening. They don't need no phone. They don't need a phone in school. We didn't need a phone in school when we were growing up back in the day. Victoria Davis says she has a real long post, but she says people say we didn't need a phone in school, but fail to realize that this is a different day. Other kids don't even care about their own lives, let alone another individual. Has been plenty of times where I could not get in contact with either one of my kids, and that's a problem when I'm calling several times and no answer. If these classrooms had like a Ring camera in each class where we as a parent can chime in anytime to check on our kids, maybe I'd feel comfortable.
That's wild.
Well, now I know somebody whose child is at a daycare that you could look at.
They get daycare, but at some point we got to stop being helicopter parents. Like, me as a kid, I would be annoyed if my parent was watching my classroom and chiming in every time I was talking in the background or something like that. Because generally, then you don't believe the teacher anyway when they discipline anyway. And what 6-year-old is picking up the phone and reporting in the middle of the day anyway? Like, it's just, I think once you get the initial emotions, and I know we'll give into our opinions, so I'll let you get back. But
no, go ahead.
Once we get out the initial emotional, because every time we pass a policy or law, it's all the outrage, and then a couple weeks later, you're like, oh, this ain't that bad. So I think you kind of got to go through this process, but like we all have to be realistic at some point, because if you go to some of the concerts and shows, if you had to go visit somebody in prison, you don't get to take your phone. So you go through time periods throughout the day, you don't have access to your phone. And we just have to be